I ran across an article today that I thought was interesting around the idea of using photos that people take out of the windows of hotel rooms and Google Maps in combination to figure out where exactly it is that they are. Because they may say that they're in a hotel, but it doesn't necessarily mean that there's any location data provided around that. And you could view that as creepy, but let's think about it from a potentially less creepy scenario. Let's say a relative of yours took some photos and they passed away, and you're doing some genealogy research about things about their life, rather than look at it from a creepy perspective of one example that was in the article, which I will of course link to in the video description, was around the idea of figuring out what hotel and possibly even what floor one of your favorite bands is in. And I think that there was actually some accuracy in the methodology presented to do that. But taking that in a less creepy direction, if you had a whole bunch of photos that a relative took and you knew that they were taken in a specific city, but you didn't know much else about it, using Google Maps you could actually figure out down to the floor, or pretty close to the floor, exactly which hotel they were in and what floor they were on. And while that's kind of anecdotal data, it's kind of interesting because you can piece things together about someone's life that you weren't actually able to directly ask them about. And to me, I think one practical, interesting example of that is roughly 10 years ago, my wife and I went to a beach based on the recommendation that a guy in a sushi restaurant gave us. He drew us a map on a napkin, and we followed his directions and made it to the beach. Today, we could easily go to Google Maps, look up that same beach location, and find our way there without needing a napkin map to get there. Now, to me, the napkin map makes a much better story, but the point is that we've come a long way, and I think it's pretty cool the amount of information that we can piece together from things that seemingly have no connection at all. A photo that someone took and mapping data that is widely available to us. And people are kind of talking about this in the open source intelligence concept, and I think it's kind of neat.